We heal with zeal.
Together, we navigate
New frontiers.
Good morning, parents of teens. It's said that God realized He cannot be present in every home to look after His children. So He made His replicas to be there in each home and called them parents. Parents find it easy to understand and take care of kids as they are clearly dependent and also obedient. But teens, they seem neither dependent nor are they obedient in any sense. So, how do you do that? Parents generally feel that the teens are now grown up and can look after themselves. Yet, do they stop preaching, guiding, or criticizing their teens? And the justification is we need to do that to keep them safe. And how will they become good and responsible adults? They are still not big enough to understand. Now, what is this contradiction? Surprisingly, both the points are true. Developmentally, a teen's body, strength are developed. So what you see is an adult form. But the brain is still in the process of development. And this is a subtle fact not visible to the eye. And all parents need to become aware of this fact. The emotional brain is highly developed and very active, while the zone taking care of functions like time management, coping with adversity or pressures, assessing consequences of actions, especially the long term, is yet to develop. So their actions are governed by emotions, thrills and fun, rendering them highly vulnerable to risk-taking behaviors. A teen is thus like a car with an attractive, beautiful exterior and inner fittings, high-power engine, high-octane fuel, the hormones, accelerator and racing opportunities with peers. But alas, no steering wheel, compass or brakes. Understanding this single contradiction of teen's life will change the outlook of the parent towards parenting a teen. Now, parenting essentially provides love, warmth, respect, the nurturing element N, setting boundaries, monitoring and keeping the teens within these limits, molding, the discipline element D, and expectations. Thus, an authoritative or positive parenting is an optimum mix of these elements N, D and E. Any imbalance in these elements, you will be then either very harsh, too soft and pampering, or negligent. Parenting is like peeling a potato. Need right skills of a peeler. The sharp knife, butter knife or a wooden spatula don't work. Effective communication, discipline, understanding your teen and role modeling are the strong pillars of positive parenting. This positive parenting is the single most effective protective factor in a teen's life. It is effective in preparing a teen for the present and molding for a future life too. It helps them to have a healthy lifestyle, keep them safe from substance, sexual or media abuses, protect from violence and accidents, and also getting abused, to be both a useful team member and a leader. It also gives them capacity to cope with difficult situations, pressures and adversaries. Allows them to accept mistakes and failures as events and make amends and bounce back, the resilience. So now that we are clear that teens need parenting, but a different style, let's focus on the tips that are helpful in effective parenting and those creating hurdles. A short disclaimer here, this is not an exclusive or an all-inclusive list. I'm focusing only on a few salient points. Communication can build bridges or walls. Listen, listen, listen is the key word in any good communication. It's being silent in essence. And have you noticed that you get a heart when you join two ears, and the word heart has an ear in it? Keep your messages short, simple, scientifically sound. Use all opportunities to communicate. An advertisement, news item, or any event in the neighborhood for communication. Model your language and tone. Be calm and remember you are an adult. Can use humor at times. Helps. When in conflict, focus on health and safety. Now, discipline, be consistent about the values, expectations, and punishment. That is never hard or hitting. Involve teens in this process of making rules and consequences. They are likely to follow it better. Use I statements. I would feel happy if you take your bath regularly. I feel you would look smart if you groom yourself. I find your room is not clean. Can you do it in a day or two? Be a role model. Genuinely appreciate your team. Touch, pat, hug as appropriate. Hands are an extension of heart. Unconditional love and accept your team. It helps. Understand your team and have realistic expectations. Here I am reminded of that short story where an old woman carries two pots across her shoulders to fetch water. One of them is a cracked pot, so it comes half empty. One day it asks the old woman, "Ma, do you feel very unhappy about me? I hardly get any water for you." Ma said, "No, why do you feel like that? Have you noticed that side of the road on which I take you along? There are beautiful flowers all along that road. How do you think they are there? I have sown seeds of flowers there, and every day as we come, you water them." What a lovely way of understanding strengths of your kids and working accordingly. So, understand your team and have realistic expectations. When they do wrong, separate the team from the behavior. Now, coming to a few don'ts or avoid points. Avoid pampering. Making decisions or planning for them, no. Don't make things easy for them. Don't make tracks for them. Give them the skills to make these. They will make it anytime. Preach, teach, lecture, avoid. Discussing when angry or pressed for time, say time please. It helps. It gives you time not only to calm down, but gives you a different perspective and you may come up with a creative solution too. Avoid power struggles at all costs. Use statements like criticize, blame, ridicule, shame. Avoid them. Don't say, "What? You are a lazy boy. See how dirty you look." Variance in preaching and practicing, avoid. So, to conclude, parenting an adolescent or a teen sensibly is like being a good Maji, a Navik that navigates a child safely to adulthood through an occasional turbulent, stormy teen period. As one of the famous authors, Maya, described, we delight in the beauty of butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Thank you.